Welcome back. Welcome back to the Better Not Bitter podcast. My name is Maya Warren, and I'm so glad that you are with me today. Today, we're going to be talking about the last part of this series, transitioning from high school to college with a disability. Today, we're going to be talking about campus experiences and resources/organizations that can help you in your journey. Stay tuned, and without further ado, let's get into it. I'm so glad to have you guys with me today. I'm going to be talking about just some last points and tips that I found helpful within the last 4.5 years in college, and I think that they'll be helpful for you and your loved ones, whoever is going to be going to college in your life, whether they have a disability or not. I think these are very applicable. So the first point is explore. I know a lot of times it can be very easy to fall into the routine of go to class, go to the cafeteria, or go grab something to eat, maybe go to the gym, go back to your dorm, and repeat that throughout the day and throughout your week, the whole semester. Next thing you know, 4 years later, you haven't really explored all there is to explore on campus. Thankfully, I've had the privilege of having some friends who helped me get out of my shell. And I found that very, very beneficial and encouraging. So I would definitely recommend exploring the campus to the extent that you feel comfortable. If your campus is very large, like mine is, they may have transit buses or buses that help you get to certain points on campus. I highly recommending just spending like a day or an afternoon or like an hour or so on the bus and just take note of where those stops occur, how long it takes for the bus to come around, because that'll give you a good context for if you need to use that service, how long you're going to wait, how to plan for that. And it'll kind of give you confidence to know that you have transportation on campus to get to certain checkpoints. And that can be very empowering, especially as a person with a disability. I know myself, I cannot drive. So learning that service and utilizing that was very crucial to my development, not just as a student, but as a person, because I learned how to confidently use public transportation. My next point is ask questions. By this, I mean, in your endeavor to explore campus, if you notice that, let's say, for example, there's an event going on and you're interested in that event, ask questions. Do they have disability accommodations? What does the event entail? Do they get free stuff? That's an important one because I like my free stuff now. College merch and things like that can be pretty expensive. So anytime you can go to an event and get those free items, free t-shirts or whatever, I highly recommend doing that. Make you some friends and y'all go down there and have a good old time and get that free stuff. My next point is to look and see what amenities are available to you through your school. For example, at my university, UNCG, the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, we have access to streaming platforms like Hulu. I mean, not Hulu, but Philo and HBO Max. And if you are a college student and you like to stream TV shows and things of that nature, that's helpful because you don't have to pay for that membership because it's already part of your tuition. So you might as well use it to the best of your ability. Some other amenities that are available are the recreation center. That is a great place to work out and things of that nature. I also, within that vein, I think that there needs to be more accessibility when they design these facilities, but that's a topic for another day. Another amenity that I enjoy very much is we have a park on our campus, but I never would have found that park had I not explored and just went walking around, because I love to be physically active and go for walks, talk to God and pray and just kind of de-stress after a long day of class. So finding out things like that, doing your research, going on your school's website and looking and seeing what they have available. I know for one thing, my university has a park that's off campus as well. It's called Piney Lake. And they have a lake, you can go kayaking, fishing, all of that. And so one day I went on the website and I explored to see what time the campus bus would pick us up and get us there. And so I said, okay, I'm going to make it a day thing. I want to explore. I was a bit nervous because as a person with a disability, like anytime you're traveling and using public transportation or doing anything outside of your comfort zone, you get a little nervous. It's part of the package sometimes. So I was like, okay, I'm going to grab my GoPro and I'm going to make a video and just see what comes of it and explore. And this was also during like the first year I had started my YouTube channel. So I was just trying to figure out what content I wanted to make and how to showcase that content. So I grabbed my GoPro and I go to this lake. Got my sunscreen on. I'm covered. I'm ready to go. My shades, and nobody's there hardly except for the people working there. And I'm like, yes, I got this place to myself. If you go on my YouTube channel prior to me unlisting some of these videos, you would have seen this video of me fishing and kayaking. And that video actually took place on that campus resource. So I highly recommend, exploring and seeing what is available to you. It's just a good way to build your confidence and self-efficacy as a person and as someone with a disability. And I found that through those trips and explorations, I've gotten to meet people and I've gotten to educate and advocate on what it means to be visually impaired and have migraines. And it just helps you as someone with a disability be able to communicate those things from a place of authenticity, and to be able to teach other people what your experience may be like. Another tip I have is, however it is that you make friends, I strongly recommend that building friendships that are mutual are very important. My friends ended up being very important in my college experience. My first friend, we met through a similar passion for music, and I introduced myself first. This person was playing the piano, and I was like, man, she can play the piano. And I was playing ping pong in the downstairs basement of my dorm. And my mom is like, hey, just go say hey. And I was like, oh, what a thought. I'm going to go say hey. So from that moment on, we became friends. And then my other friend, I met through the friend I just made playing music. And we all had the commonality of playing music. And these two awesome women ended up being my roommates from my sophomore year and on, which was a great experience. We laughed. We shared a lot of memories. We took a lot of trips. We went shopping together. We went to the movies together. We prayed together. We cried together. We stayed up and studied together. We worked on papers. We helped each other out. We looked after each other. And so it was a very important piece of the college experience for me. And my last tip or the last thing that I want to give to you is some encouragement. First, I want you to know that I'm proud of you for making it this far and pursuing whatever it is that you're pursuing, whether it be a dream or a goal to be in college. I'm proud of you, and just know that you can do this. And I say that a lot in these videos, but it's important because sometimes there's a narrative that plays in our head that tells us all the things that we can't do constantly, and we forget the things that we can do. And when you're facing a new experience or a new part of your life or a new season, it can be very daunting. But I want you to know that you can do this. And to my brothers and sisters in Christ with disabilities, I want you to know that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. The things that he's called you to do, the thing that he's placed in you, the thing that he's birthed in you or is birthing in you, you can do that. And he will equip you to withstand the season of your life that you're going into, and that it will be an experience that enriches and blesses you, but also it will bless the people that you come in contact with. I always say this: people who have a disability or disabilities, we have a unique perspective, and we have a unique opportunity to connect with people and help people see what it means to be able to accomplish things, what it means to be able to live daily life in a different way. I believe that having a disability or disabilities gives you a unique perspective on gratitude, because you realize that you have to depend on others for certain things, and you learn how to be interdependent, which is a tool that I think isn't stressed enough in our go get it, grind, hustle society. I believe that we don't focus enough on the importance of interdependability or interdependence. And I believe that it is a biblical principle that we learn how to share, give, and receive from one another in hopes that we will, come to a place of fruition in our destiny and the things that God has called us to. So I just want to encourage you and let you know that you can do this. And someday, whatever your college graduation date is, when you're on the other side of this, you're going to look back on the last years of your college experience, and you're going to realize, wow, I accomplished something that I didn't think I could do, but I did it. So I just want you to be encouraged and to know that you can do this and you will succeed. I hope these tips and these recommendations and me demonstrating these things from someone who has disabilities and who is about to graduate college, or by the time I post this video, graduated college, I hope that it's helped you in some way, shape, or form, because I remember being in that position, and it helped me to know of people who were in my position or in similar positions who succeeded and who accomplished things. So be encouraged, be blessed. Hey guys, I'm so glad that you spent this time with me. This is the last part of the series. I know it had to end, but hey, I'll be back with another video really soon, and I hope that you will join me. Thank you to all my listeners on platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. God bless you and keep you, and